Hello students, welcome to Machine Design 1. In the previous class, I gave introduction to cam and follower. We have seen several types of cam and several types of follower, and then we have seen four types of displacement diagram: uniform velocity, SHM symbol harmonic motion, uniform acceleration and deceleration motion, finally cyclical motion. Okay, we are going to solve a problem using uniform velocity method. First, let us read the question, then we will solve the problem. See, they will give only this question. They will give only this question. They will not give this diagram. This diagram we have to draw. Okay, take your drawing sheet. If you draw these things in drawing sheet, will be very neat. Okay, so take your drawing sheet. Keep protector, compass, and everything ready. Okay, let me read the question first. The cam is to give the following motion to a knife edge follower. So here the follower used is knife edge follower. Outstroke during 60 degree of cam rotation. First 60 degree of the rotation, the follower is moving in the upward direction like this. Okay, just while reading itself you just keep it in mind. First 60 degree, for first 60 degree, cam is moving in the upward direction, sorry, follower is moving in the upward direction like this. Then dwell for next 30 degree, next 30 degree follower dwell, stay in one place. Next 60 degree, follow your return backs. Okay, dwell for the remaining 210 degree, remaining 210 degree, it stays in the bottom. Okay, this is how this follower is moving up and down. Okay, the stroke of the follower is 40 mm. So the distance traveled in the upward direction by the follower is 40 mm. What else they given? What else they given? They are given the minimum radius of the cam. Minimum radius of the cam is 50 mm. The follower moves with a uniform velocity during both outward. So here they are given the motion of the follower. The follower moves with a uniform velocity during both outstroke and return stroke. In both the stroke, it is having uniform velocity motion. Now you have to draw the profile, and first case you have to draw two profiles. First case is the axis of the follower passes through the axis of the camshaft. Okay, so the axis of the follower and the axis of the camshaft lies in one line, that is inline like that. Okay. Second case is offset. Offset distance is 20 mm. Okay. So now we will start the diagram. First of all, you have to draw the displacement diagram. Then you have to draw the cam profile. Suppose if you have the drawing sheet, in the same side you have to draw displacement diagram, this displacement diagram, and then you have to draw the cam profile. Okay, in the same side you have to draw both the diagrams. That will be easy for you. If you draw displacement diagram in one page and cam profile in another page, means it will be very difficult to finish the diagram. Okay, what you have to do means you have to keep this displacement diagram in the bottom of the drawing sheet like this. Okay, in the bottom of the drawing sheet you have to keep the displacement diagram, and in the top side, in this side, you have to draw the cam profile. Okay, first let us draw displacement diagram. You just draw horizontal line like this. You just draw horizontal line like this for draw horizontal line for 15 centimeter. Draw horizontal line for 18 centimeter. Okay, draw horizontal line for 18 centimeter like this. Draw horizontal line for 18 centimeter like this. Okay, Then draw a vertical line for the height 50 mm, that is 5 centimeter. Horizontal line 18 centimeter. Horizontal line 18 centimeter. Vertical line 5 centimeter, because they given 50 mm. 50 mm means 5 centimeter. Okay. Then draw the same horizontal, that 18 centimeter line again here. Here also you have to draw the 18 centimeter line. Okay. At the end you draw irregular line like this. Irregular line. Okay. Curved line like this. Okay. Right. Now we have drawn the horizontal line. Next. So outstroke is 60 degree, return stroke is 60 degree. This is very important. Outstroke and return stroke is very important. So what I am going to do is 60 degree, no, out of 18, first 6 centimeter, first 6 centimeter for outstroke. Next dwelling is 30 degree. So next 3 centimeter, for dwelling. Again next 6 centimeter for return stroke. Last remaining 3 centimeter. Remaining 3 centimeter is dwell. Okay. First 6 centimeter outstroke. Next 3 centimeter dwell. Next 6 centimeter return stroke. Last 3 centimeter dwell. Okay. Sure. Divide this 6 centimeter into 6 parts. 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, like this. Divide the 6 centimeter into 6 parts. Similarly, divide this 6 centimeter into 6 parts. 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. Okay. So this 6 centimeter represents 60 degree. This 3 centimeter represents 30 degree. Once again 6 centimeter represents 60 degree. Here what is the remaining length? 3 centimeter represent 210 degree. 3 centimeter. That's why I am putting double arrow. That means approximately. Okay, va? Approximately, not exactly 210 degree. Here 6 centimeter represent 60. 3 centimeter represent 30. 6 centimeter represent 60. But here 3 centimeter line represent 210 degree. That's why I am putting double arrow. I can't draw 21 centimeter line. It will take entire drawing sheet. I am just drawing 3 centimeter and I am considering that 3 centimeter as 210 degree. Okay, that's why I am putting double arrow here. Double arrow means approximately. Meaning is single arrow means exactly. Here I put single arrow. Here also single arrow. Here single arrow, single arrow, single arrow, single arrow. Single arrow means exactly. Double arrow means approximately. Now connect this 0 and 6 with a line. Connect this 0 and this 6 with a line. Okay. This first line 0. Yeah. This line and this line cutting point, that is B. This line and this inclined line cutting point C. Third line and inclined line cutting point D. Fourth line and inclined line cutting point E. Fifth line, an inclined line, cutting point F. This is G. This is H. Similarly here, 1 dash inclined line J, 2 dash inclined line K, 3 dash inclined line L, 4 dash inclined line M, 5 dash inclined line N, last point 6 dash, that is P. Like this you have to name it. Like this you have to name it. Okay. Bottom 0. Whenever you draw a line, first line you drawn means 1, second line 2, like that. While drawing the line itself you have to name it. Now after drawing inclined line, A B C D E F G H J K L M N P. Okay. Now we will move to cam profile. Now we will move to cam profile. Mark a center point. Take your compass. Take your compass. What is the minimum radius? 50 mm. Students, I forgot to tell one thing. Stroke of the follower is this height, 4 centimeter. Okay, va? I think in the starting I told 50 centimeter, 50 mm. Sorry, this is 40 mm. The stroke of the follower is 40 mm, means this height is 40 mm. That means 4 centimeter. This is 4 centimeter. Now radius is 50 centimeter. Sorry, 50 mm. Radius is 50 mm. So take your compass and take 5 centimeter. 50 mm means 5 centimeter. Take 5 centimeter and draw a circle. Draw a circle. This circle should be light, thin line. Don't draw thick circle. Just draw thin circle. Just draw thin circle for 50 mm. Okay? Right. And from the center, draw a vertical reference line. It should be very thin reference line. Okay? Don't draw thick lines. Always draw thin line, very thin, that is very light lines. Don't draw bold or dark lines in the velocity diagram, acceleration diagram, in cam profile also. Don't draw dark lines, thin, very light lines. Okay, right. Mark this point. Take your projector. Take your projector and keep the projector on this line. Keep the projector on this line. Okay. First mark 60 degree because outstroke is 60 degree. Then dwelling period is 30 degree. Then marks 30. First is 60 degree. 60 plus 30, 90. It will come like this. After this point, once again mark 60 degree because return stroke is 60 degree. Okay. Mark first 60 degree, then 30 degree, then 60 degree. Now go to this displacement diagram. How you have divided the 60 degree? 60 degree into 6 equal parts. Here also 60 degree into 6 equal parts. Same thing. Now we have 60 degree here. Divide the 60 into 6 parts. 10 degree, mark 10 degree. 10 degree, 10 degree, 10 degree. Here also the 60 degree into 6 parts. Equal 6 parts means 10 degree, 10 degree, 10 degree, 10 degree, 10 degree, 10 degree. I hope you have marked all these points. Okay, here 6 points, here 6 points. Name it, the same names. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 0 dash, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash. Same thing. You have to name the same thing here also. Okay. After this, from O, draw lines. From O, draw lines which cross 1, draw a line like this. From O, draw a line to 2, let it cross like this. From O, draw a line to 3, let it cross like this. From O, draw a line to 4, let it cross like this. From O, draw a line to 5, let it cross like this. From O, draw a line to 6, let it cross like this. Same thing here also. From O, draw a line to 0 dash. From O, draw a line to 1, let it cross like this. From O, draw a line to 2 dash, let it cross like this. 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash. Okay. From O, we have drawn all these lines. Okay. After drawing these lines, one to B, what is the distance? You measure this distance. Okay, you measure this distance and mark that distance 1 to B here and mark B. Okay. Similarly, 2 to C, measure this distance. 2 to C, measure this distance from displacement diagram. Measure this distance. Here 2 to C, mark that distance. Okay. Already I have marked the point B. Now I have marked one more point C. Now 3 to D, measure this distance. Okay. Measure this distance. Suppose if it is 1.4 centimeter means 1.4 centimeter. I am just assuming. Okay. 3 to D. Suppose if it is 1.4 centimeter means mark the distance. 3 to D. Here you have to mark that distance on this line. Similarly, you have to measure individual distance. 4 to E. Measure this distance. Mark it here. 5 to F. Measure this distance. Mark it here. 6 to G, it will be 4 centimeter. 6 to G will be, what is this height? 4 centimeter. Okay. From here to here 4 centimeter. Measure and mark it here. G. Similarly, 0 to H. 0 to H. Measure this distance. 4 centimeter. Mark here. Similarly, measure all the distance and mark these points. Mark the individual points. Okay, mark all the points. Now we have marked all the points. Now erase the excess lines. Now join these all the points A, B, C, D, all these points neatly and slowly. Okay, without removing the hand, slowly you join all the point and you will get this arc. That's it. You don't want to draw these circles. These circles are not needed. Okay, these circles are not needed. These circles are not needed. Only this is needed. Only this is needed. Now we have finished all this, and this is the cam profile, and draw this edge, knife edge follower. You have to draw this. Draw this follower in the top. No dimension for drawing this. Just to draw a line and connect it. That's all. Now cam profile is over. Okay, and see in this cam profile axis of this knife edge and axis of the cam, it's meeting with each other. Don't forget that. This is case 1. We have finished the case 1. Remember, in exam, they will ask any one case only. They won't ask both the case, inline and offset. Okay, yeah. In the exam, they will ask any one case. Either they will ask you to draw this inline, or they will ask you to draw this offset. Okay, yeah. Inline is over. Suppose if they asked you to draw offset, means you have to draw only this offset, not this inline. This is inline. Okay, yeah. Suppose if they ask you to draw the inline, means you should not draw the offset. Draw anyone. Yeah, what they have asked, you have to draw that. Okay. If they asked inline, means you have to draw inline. If they ask this offset, means you have to draw this offset. Now let us see how we can draw this offset. Okay. First of all, you have to draw the base circle. Take your compass, and what is the base circle? 50 mm. Base circle is 50 mm. So draw this 50 mm circle. Okay, that is 5 centimeter. Draw this 5 centimeter circle in a light line. After that, what is the offset? Offset value is 20 mm. Take 2 centimeter in the compass. 20 mm means 2 centimeter. Take 2 centimeter in the compass and draw this inner circle. Draw this inner circle. Okay, draw this inner circle. Okay, so now we have drawn two circles. Yeah, 2 circles we have drawn. In the I think for me it's left. For me it's left. Take this left corner. Take this left corner. For me it's left. So take this left corner and draw vertical line. Draw vertical line and mark point 0. Take this vertical corner of the circle, vertical side of the circle. Sorry. Take this left end of the circle. Take this left end of the circle and draw a vertical dotted line and mark point A. Okay. I hope you have marked. Okay. I hope you have marked. And then join this point O and this point A with a light line. Don't draw thick line. Light line. This point O and this point 0. Point O and point 0 are connected. First of all, in the left side put a dot. Okay, left side of the inner circle put a dot and draw vertical line. Just vertical line. This vertical line will touch the inner circle, but it will not get inside the inner circle like this. Some students, they used to draw like this. It should not come inside the inner circle. It should just touch the inner circle like this and it should go. Okay, like that you have to draw the circle. So draw the vertical line. I hope all of you have drawn the vertical line. Okay, sure, right. Now you have connected this O and 0. Take your protector. Take your protector. Take your protector and keep the protector on this line. Keep the protector on this line. Keep the protector on this line. Okay, va? Keep the protector on this line. Now from here this is 0. Okay, va? 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 40 degree, 50 degree, 60 degree. After that one more 30 degree. From here, from this point, after 6 you have to take 30 degree. Okay, after 6 you have to take 30 degree. You will mark this point. From here 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 40 degree, 50 degree, 60 degree. Okay, I hope you have marked all these points 0 to 6 dash. Okay, watch carefully. Watch carefully. This is an important point. Take your scale. Take your scale. Keep the scale on point 1. Keep the scale on point 1. One end of the scale on point 1. Another end of the scale. Another end of the scale. You should touch the inner circle. Like that you have to keep. Another end of the scale. You should touch the inner circle. Suppose if you are drawing a line means. Suppose if you are drawing a line means that line will go like this. It will touch the inner circle. It will not get inside the inner circle like this. If you have drawn the circle line like this means it is wrong. See, see this line and this line. This is touching the inner circle. It is not getting inside the inner circle. It is just touching the inner circle. Like that you have to draw a line. Okay, like that you have to draw a line. I am repeating again. Okay, I am repeating again. I am repeating again. See, keep one end of the scale on point 1. Keep another end of the scale on the surface of the circle, inner circle, and draw this line. Similarly, keep one end of the scale on point 2. Another end on the surface of the circle. On the surface of, see this blue line is touching the circle. It is not getting inside the circle like that. Like that you have to draw. Similarly, from third point, keep one end on third point and keep another end on the surface of the circle. Similarly, you have to draw these lines. Every line should touch. One end should touch the point, another end touch the inner circle. Okay. See here you can see it clearly. One end is touching this point, another end is touching the surface like this. Okay. Similarly here also, one end is on this point, another end is touching the circle. Okay. Similarly, one end is on this point, another end is touching the circle. That's all. It is just touching the circle. It is not going inside. Similarly here, one end is here, another end is just touching. It is not going inside. Similarly, from all the points, you have to draw a line that should touch the circle. That's all. Touch the circle like this. Okay. From all the points, you have drawn these lines. Nearly we came to the end of problem. Listen carefully. Now go back to the displacement diagram. Now see this distance. 1 to B. What is the distance? Measure this distance. And mark it on this line. Similarly, 2 to C. What is the distance? Measure from the displacement diagram and mark it here. 3 to D. Measure the displacement. Measure the distance in the displacement diagram. 3 to D. Measure this distance. And 3 to D. Measure and mark it here. 4 to E. Measure and mark it here. 5 to F. Measure and mark it here. 6 to G. Measure and mark it here. It will be, I think, 4 centimeter. Na? 4 centimeter. 6 to G. 4 centimeter. Measure and mark it here. Similarly, here also T to H. I think 4 centimeter. Measure and mark it here. Similarly, measure all the points and mark it here. Measure all the points and mark it here. Now connect all the points. Connect all the points. You will get the cam profile. That's all. We have drawn it. And you have to mark all these dimensions: 50 mm, 20 mm, offset circle, base circle, and this is cam profile, knife edge. You have to mark all the things. That's all. Very simple. Watch the video carefully. Side by side you draw. You can finish it. In the next class, we will see one more problem from SHM. That is simple harmonic motion. Okay.